Welcome to VeVe Radio, where the fandom grows, with the one and only Raven and the biggest bro. We dive into comics, from pages to screens, collectibles and culture like you've never seen. Get ready, kick back, enjoy the space. VeVe Radios live for everyone in this place.
We alive to feel the vibe. We feel the vibes, and we are live. Welcome to VeVe Radio. It's your boy, the biggest bro. Bring it to you, episode 7 of VeVe Radio. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, starting off the day off right. It is a beautiful day. It's a beautiful week. Lots of things are happening. Lots of excitement in the air. You can taste it. Lots of love I'm feeling in the building. Thank you for being here today. We have a wonderful special guest today. I can't wait. Just let you know, we are sponsored by, fueled by, powered by VeVe Comics today. Enter the giveaway. Just make sure you know that this is not financial advice. We are regular people with regular opinions. And guess what? Opinions can change. And now, introducing one of my co-hosts from the big island of Hawaii, the one and only.
Woo! Thank you, big bro. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you all for being here. It's another great week in the digital space. So excited to talk with our special guest. But before we do that, let's also welcome in the other amazing co-host of the show, Raven.
Hey guys, thank you so much. You guys make me smile every Tuesday. I love it. Thank you everyone for being here. We have an amazing show for you. And like the biggest bro mentioned, we do have a sponsored giveaway from VeVe Comics. And all you have to do to enter is just be here. And the biggest bro will put your name on a wheel. And then you just have to be present to win.
Yes, ladies and gents, all the listeners out there. Also, if you could just like, follow, and subscribe to VeVe Digital Collectibles and VeVe Comics on all their social platforms such as Discord, X, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And also want to give a huge shout out to all the people out there in the audience. We got Adro, Atem, Shawnee Poo, Majan Jesus, Geode, Fried Labbits, Ricardo, Masomi, Vegan Tings, Gary, Hippie 2323, Jesus, Key Comics. We got Kevin, Arcade, Evolve, Ayo. We got Mainzy, Casual, and Enter the Verse. We also got Raven, me, and the biggest bro. So thank you everybody for tuning in today. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we did have a pretty busy week. A lot of people were probably got their heads deep in the VeVe-verse, but we did have homework from last week. Unfortunately, some of us were probably playing in the verse too long.
Sometimes you play a little hooky, you know what I mean? Sometimes you have to depend on your co-host and then make it a group project, right? I love group projects. I am the guy that just comes with my charisma and fakes it till I make it, baby. But we have a good teacher's pet here at Raven. We did all the homework, the extra assignments, and got the extra credit too. Raven, how was your assignment?
That's right. I got you guys. Don't worry. Oh yeah, so it was recommended last week that we check out Ultimate Spider-Man number 14. And I think I had read the first 3 or 4 issues, so I set a goal for myself to get through all the issues and get to that 14, and I did it. It was amazing. You guys have to check out the series. Like, I don't know how much to say because I don't want to give stuff away in it, but Craven is one mean dude. And now I'm just, the only annoying part is now I have to wait a month to read the next episode or next issue. But I did really enjoy the series so far.
So yeah, I just did the first one, like originally when it was mentioned, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I have what 13 more to go, so I'm gonna take the long way around and eventually get up to what it is right now.
It's really good. Like 10 really kind of gets you hooked in, and then like the last few episodes, it's you can't stop turning the pages. So yeah, highly recommend.
All right, so now we're gonna come up to what we have with Marvel dropping this week. Shooting it to D. Hope you took a big drink of water.
So the Marvel comics dropping this Wednesday at 12 a.m. Pacific time are Star Wars Jedi Knights number 1, Ultimates number 10, Uncanny X-Men number 11, Doctor Strange of Asgard number 1, Web of Spider-Verse New Blood number 1, Wolverine number 7, The Spectacular Spider-Man number 13, Spider-Boy number 17, Spider-Gwen the Ghost Spider number 11, NYX number 9, Marvel and Disney What If Mickey and Friends Became the Avengers number 1, Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu number 6, Immortal Thor number 21, Scarlet Witch number 10, Storm number 6, and Spider-Man Homeroom Heroes number 3. All right. Phew. Yeah. A lot of
Let's go. That was the list from Marvel. Now we have Dynamite Entertainment coming out tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have DuckTales number 3, Powerpuff Girls number 8, Vampirella number 675, Thundercats number 13, Miss Fury number 3, Kevin Smith, Green Hornet number 7, Greatest Adventure number 2, Project Superpowers number 6, Chaos number 5, and Red Sonja number 7 from our friends from Dynamite Entertainment. We also have some comic books that dropped on the VeVe app itself. Today we had Daredevil number 595 with 3,000 editions, and this is important because this is the storyline where Kingpin becomes mayor of New York. And if you know, tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Daredevil drops 2 episodes, and in this storyline, the Kingpin is becoming mayor of New York. So, I mean, apropos, this is how they drop it. It's going to be important. But then that leads me to Thursday, where they're coming out with Daredevil number 5, and that's the death of Karen Page. Are they trying to foretell us that Karen Page is going to die in the series? We have to watch to find out. But right now, you can get it Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it's going to have 5,000 editions. And then on Friday, we have 24/7 Comics dropping another Zero Ghost. This is going to be number 2 with only 2,000 editions. All right, 24/7 Comics, exciting partner that we have coming to the app. They still have their comic that's on Kickstarter right now. I believe it's called Bladesmith. The first people get the exclusive digital comic. I believe it's up to, I don't want to guess the number, but there's a set number that they have. So that's super duper exciting. And guys, ladies, the burns happened. It happened. It burned. All the comics have been burned. All of the ones that were unwanted and unburnt. Raven, did you save any comics?
I saved a few. I went for a few of the Disney comics, and then I ended up buying actually a couple of things in the market. I really like the Ultimate Spider-Man number 160 ultra rare cover, the Virgin variant cover. So somebody had one listed for 16 gems, so I grabbed another one because I knew there wouldn't be many left in the end. So yeah, I did my part. I saved a few.
I did not. I am so sad. I did not get to any saving. So for shame. I did.
Hey man, it was a typical Fahrenheit 451. Shout out to my literary people in the house. Let's go. Yeah, man. Lots of burning happened, and so people are asking me, what is that going to do for the burn watch? Is burn watch over? Not quite yet, guys. Burn watch is still going to be here. What we're going to do is in a couple of weeks, that will be the first time that the original comics are going to be burned after only 30 days of being in the store. So what we're going to do, we're going to change burn watch, and we're going to make it is, do we save the book or do we let it set sail? So coming up in a couple of weeks, we'll have our first two candidates of the first books are going to be burned in 30 days. So look out for that. That's going to be very, very exciting. What about you guys? Are you guys excited for the new segment?
Of course. And I think that's a great way to keep everyone kind of up to date on what's happening. So we don't have to go kind of searching for it. So we'll have all the information here for you.
Let's go. I think it's coming up to that time. It is a time from a word from our sponsors.
Dropmaster, Dropmaster, Dropmaster.
Yes, collectors. How may I be of service?
Hi, Mr. Dropmaster. We love VeVe, but we still feel like something is missing.
What could possibly be missing? VeVe has the best IP from Marvel, Disney, DC, Universal, and many others. High quality comics and collectibles right at your fingertips.
We know and we really do love everything VeVe offers, but there is still one IP that VeVe has yet to secure.
What you talking about, little bird?
We are talking about the most talented artist in all of the interwebs.
Not only is he the most energetic and talented artist on the planet, he's also kind, generous, and a little bit spicy.
He truly is the perfect representation of the VeVe community.
All right. I have heard enough. I will grant you your wish.
Oh, thank you, Dropmaster.
On November 15th, 2025, at precisely 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the Kid Arcade Skull and Bones Gold Silver High Quality Digital Collectible will drop on VeVe. This premium piece will only have 777 editions, being that they're all secret rares. And the first available public mint will be number one. The list price for this piece will be a modest $59.99.
60 gems? Yo, chill.
Not financial advice. This is not real, but it could be.
It's always like a little slow, but we get there.
You got it.
I try not to laugh out loud before the do.
All right, just to be clear, that this is not a real thing, but it could be. It could be. It should be. It should be. Yeah, exactly. Let's go.
And I gotta say, VeVe Digital Collectibles is listening and watching. So if you just kindly look up on the top where it's pinned, there is a perfect. It's already like set up for you. So just keep a note on that.
Yeah, there's nothing much left to do. Just drop it on the app, and we will happily buy.
Let's go. Speaking of drops on the app, we had one drop actually last week, which was the Hands in Factory Hazard Audi drop. D, how did you do on the drop?
I did not go for it.
All good?
Yeah, I didn't go for it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna pick up any. It's not really my my cup of tea. But yeah, what about you guys?
I went into the market because I know my people and I know how they are, and I got the rare that I wanted for $2.50. Let's go.
Whoa, that's a great deal.
Let's go. Yeah. People like to give away their stuff, and I am a collector at heart, and I will help rescue all the collectibles that you deem unvaluable. I am here to help you guys. I do it for the community.
Yeah, like you guys know me, like I like this stuff. But I had a plan. My plan was to go for 2, and I did. And then I, of course, never listened to myself. And I went for a few more, and I got lucky and hit the special edition number 9.
Let's
So
go.
I'm pretty pumped. I
Yes.
can't wait to get that art piece in my collection.
Number 9, you know, the content creator is real. The past is real, right? We have the past. Good job, Raven. Just pass that along to me next time. You know, I can get out
You
of
got it.
comic gang. I'm down. You know,
Good thing you listened to yourself and won again.
Right? Yeah, it wasn't FOMO at all. It was just, pure
Yeah.
logic.
That's awesome. Congrats, Raven.
Thank you.
that's an awesome hit. Heck yeah. I don't know. A couple of other community members I know got it. So shout out to you guys. We also have an exciting feature, and you know, I'm just gonna say it's because of my man, Big Ben. Big Ben in there, like, what's going on? You know what I mean? He said, we got the auto pay feature. It is live. It is live for the people that are out there in different time zones that don't want to wake up. So far, it looked like it worked for people. We're going to see, especially with this Gamma drop that's going to come out. It's going to be very exciting for the people that are, you know, abroad and all these different time zones. Because, you know, I get it. I live in Pacific Standard Time. I'm spoiled. Like, everything's catered to me, you know. And so, like, I shout out to you guys that are out there. You know, like, sometimes I have it, like, you know, I'm on at 8 o'clock and I think about it. New York people are up at 11 o'clock at night just chilling, like it's 8 o'clock on the West Coast. Is wild. You know what I mean? So shout out to you guys that, you know, my night owls and early birds, and even you guys in Hawaii. D, you guys that wake up real early for that, like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, something like that. So it's really cool that they have this feature. And did you guys get a chance to use it?
Yeah, I gave it a shot. Like, I probably don't fall into the category where I'll need it that often because I'm in a pretty good time zone for the drops. And I'm usually available for them. But I thought, the first one, I want to give it a try. And yeah, it worked like it was supposed to work. And then I love that I got an email shortly after saying, the auto pay went through and this is what you got. But yeah, no, I think it's a great new feature.
So I have a question. I don't know if it was already covered. So does that allow you to tell it like how many you want?
I think it's just for now, I believe it's just once.
Once.
Yeah,
Okay.
because usually you can only go for one on the drop first, and then you have to wait until the market opens, and then you can go for. Oh no, it's like, was it 7 or 15 minutes? So you can go
7
for
minutes
the
after. Yeah,
7.
like I just joined the wait list and then slid, like, clicked the little slider for the auto pay feature, and yeah, it worked like it was supposed to.
Oh, nice. So basically the easy button. That's awesome. Very cool.
And then this week, this Saturday, I've been waiting for this drop so long, and it's my Raging Cajun Gambit, and I am so incredibly excited because guess what, guy? He looked good. The boy looked good. That's Gambit. That's my Raging Cajun. There's no denying this dude. Like, the face, he looks like Gambit, bro. I'm really excited for this drop. Lots of different mechanics that VeVe has listened to the people and tried to get their best read on what the people want. And I love that this drop is inside the name. It's evolvable, right? So we have to talk and tell them what we want from this drop. What do we like, and how do we sell these out? So we have the Gambit starting at 15 gems. I think that's a really good entry point for this collectible. Especially, it looks premium. A little bit less additions at 4,900 for the common. It's going to be 5,000 total because 100 of those are going to be our special edition commons. You can get that for 15 gems, and there's going to be 100 editions. First available public mint on the special edition is going to be number 6, and then on Gambit we're back to number 41. And then as an hour goes by, so it's not going to be separate days, it's going to be the same day. 1 hour passes, you can burn, or actually you can craft. No longer a burn now. It is a craft for $10, and that's going to be 3,000 additions on that, and that's going to be for the uncommon. But it is a race, guys. It is a race. You're going to need $10 and 250 MCP points. And then you have to go for the next one, the rare, which is going to be for a $15. So now when we craft it, the price is going to be increased by $5 each time. Okay, so we're going to start with 10, then 15 with the rare with 1900. They're going to be on the rare. And that first public mint is going to be 41. And then we go to the ultra rare, which is going to be $20. And it's going to have 800 editions. And that's going to have the first public mint going to be number 41. And then we have our secret rare that's going to be at $30. So that's the only one that's a little bit different. It's increasing by 10 instead of 5. And that's going to have 300 editions. And that's going to be the secret rare. First available public edition on the secret rare will be number 16. So a little odd of a number. So make sure you're watching for those mints if you are a mint hunter. Now, if you were to add up everything, and if you wanted to go for everything, and you have everything on lock, it's going to be around $90. And I think it's about 4,000 MCP points for this. So how do you guys feel about these new changes? Is this something that appeals to you?
For me, I mean, the evolvable quality of the collectibles have always been phenomenal. For me, I'm really struggling. I haven't been sold yet on this evolvable styles drop yet. I don't know what it is about it. There's just something that it's a different style. I'm still not quite used to it. So I was trying to think today, like what would make it better for me. And I think for me, I would love to see just the common and SE in a blind box. And then maybe have you evolve to like a secret rare. So you just have, but you burn your common, you use MCP, maybe it costs you something. And I think it needs to be a waitlist format for being selected for the craft. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I don't know if it's just too many steps, but again, like I said, the quality is amazing. Like I'll probably pick something up, but I don't think I'll do the whole process. What are you thinking, Dee?
Yeah, same here. Like for me, once again, I'm not really I don't really do the evolvables drop. I mean, it is pretty good quality looking. If I were to get one, I would probably look in the aftermarket afterwards, and not have to go through, burning MCP and spending however much gems. But I mean, I do like how they're trying to play around with different things, different mechanics on this evolvables category. Um, but yeah, I mean, I get you. Sometimes I have to read the blog like 3 or 4 times in order to like understand what's necessarily like what you need to do in order to craft to get to the next one. Um, but I do like that even though you may be spending a lot more and burning more, you're not actually burning the collectibles. So in a sense, you still do get to keep them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the big thing for me is like, I'm selfishly thinking because this is my guy. Gambit's my guy. Like this is my character. I'm going for it. They got me. Like you throw this, you throw Ghostbusters, you throw Back to the Future, you're gonna get me. You know what I mean? Like I'm a sucker. But
Turtles.
in thinking of in terms of the VeVeverse, if I'm going to go for this, it would have been hard for me to burn one of these guys because I really do enjoy this collectible. Like this one to me, it looks great. And depending on the animation they do with the cards, I mean, I could just see the things that people can create with those cards if they move a certain way in the VeVeverse and like have like different spirals and stuff like that. It's going to be really amazing. And I think that's kind of the process and the logic that they're thinking of is we're going to want more things in our verse, yeah, so I'm really excited about this one.
Yeah, so they haven't released the version of it yet. That's the secret rare, right? The animated version. We haven't seen anything yet.
No, I believe it's rare. I think they're all animated, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken, except for Common. Common's the only one not animated, but there's going to be some animation with uncommon. I believe that's just going to be with a staff. Rare is going to be with one card, and it looks like ultra rare is going to have multiple cards, which is, I mean, that's the one I want. I love. Oh, dude, yeah, you got me. You got me. And
Yeah,
then
the ultra rare and secret rare looks really fire.
yeah, like yeah, I'm in. I'm in. Like my wife would say, I shouldn't be, but I'm in. Let's
That's your
go.
dude. Of all things, that's your dude.
Yeah, and that is gonna be my pitch. Okay, so get my back, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. But I'll be like, look, I need gems this time, right? Because like
I swear I won't go for another one. I just need this one. That's it.
let's go. And just make sure you guys know that the craft, you can only craft from store bought gambits. You cannot use from the market. Okay. So just make sure you guys are doing that. And the other really exciting thing that's been happening is we're in the VeVe verse, y'all.
Mhm.
Dude. And me looking around the space and everything, not too many complaints about crashes and stuff like that, which was like, we were all kind of afraid of that, so many people are going to be on, how the server load. So, that's a testament to like the beta testers out there, like they tried to break it, thank you guys for doing that. We're seeing some really creative things out there. What are some of the favorite things that you've seen yourself in the VeVeverse?
Oh, geez, there's so many. I don't even think I could pick anything. I think it's just like everybody's ideas are kind of a little different. So I think it's fascinating to see, what are those first things that people are deciding to kind of build, or do they want to work, or just are they just playing around? Or they like did they already have a plan in their head? What is in their head? And I think it's kind of cool to get a little idea of what people are like and what they're creating. It's pretty fascinating. But yeah, I can't pinpoint one thing.
And I posted up on the top. I'm gonna show real quick. Our 180th live stream, and our guest was Raven,
Oh
and
yeah, that was neat.
we were able to check out her testing, or she calls her learning space, which was really cool. She highlighted some of her comics and the reason why she chose those. So
Yeah. And you guys you have another one of those episodes coming up, right? That was a lot of fun to do.
yeah, we have another one tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time with vegan things and Vivi Jesus. So that's going to be another fun one. But yeah, speaking of the Viviverse, I've seen like so many things that people have been posting on the timeline, just like what they've been creating, and it's been really fun. Hold on.
He just wants to see more VeVeverse. He's like, Mom, stop talking on the show. I want to get back in the verse. Let's go. That's our producer, the
Uh,
baby.
yeah, even seeing like what Dee's daughter came up with, just playing
Yo,
around in it for 2 hours. Like kids are built different. Like they are kind of born to do this kind of stuff. Like I feel like I'm learning and have a lot to learn where they just go in and no fear and start
and
creating.
and that's what this is all about. This is about the kids and how their interpretation of creating this stuff. They're already programmed. They got the Fortnite in them. They got the Roblox in them.
They
And
do.
like seeing the kid create in the space, and my wife, who kind of like is in and out with the VV stuff, she was really fascinated on why the kid chose to like do textures on the trees, and the reason why she made like a communal family space and like all these different things. And you can kind of see like kind of what's in the kid's mind, and it's really awesome. And what a cool way to connect, getting getting these collectibles and then being able to build and use their mind and fall in love with these IPs. And then they can kind of go like, oh, so what is this RoboCop thing? Oh, let me show you this movie. I got you.
Yeah. It's blending both worlds, right?
Exactly. Yeah, for that, when we're gonna have our daughter come back on again, that's another new like special segment that we've created, and it's called called the Kids Corner. So you get to see, yeah, where her mind goes and what she builds. And then also when we showcase other people's spaces, like how we did with Raven, that one is called VB Cribs. So come check it out, guys and gals.
I will definitely be checking that out.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, I'm just trying to still type. I'm still typing like a madman. Imagine the cat gif. That is me right now, trying to get all your names. And just remember, you still have to be in the space in order to win. But I am trying to make sure that I don't rug anybody. I think we're good. And now we are going to get ready to roll the wheel. But I'm going to shout out everybody I have on the list. If you're on the list and you hear your name, good job. If you don't hear your name, ooh, I'm sorry. We have Casual, Mains, Evolve, Kid Arcade, Hippie, Jesus, VV Jesus, Majin Jesus, Key Comic, Kevin, Gary, Vegan Things, Mass Homie, Richard, Fry Labbits, Shawnee Pool, Geode, Adro, Adam, Corn, OBL, Steve, What Are Those, Mahalo, Swampy, Weisman, Stu, Shankter, Shook. Oh, that was all S's at the bottom right there. Let's go. S, 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 S. Oh, and then we have Johnny Inu coming in the stretch. And here we go. We're going to spin that wheel. Here we go. Who's going to get it? It's going to be, oh, you guys aren't going to believe this. It's the dude that just got in here, Johnny Inu. Holy crap. Okay, please, Johnny, if you can put 100 in the air, put 100 in the air. Let me know if you are live. If you are there, I'm going to give you the 10 seconds of space. Put 100. Use that icon. I'm watching you, Johnny. Please,
You
come
give them
on.
a few because there's a delay.
Oh, that delay. That's right.
Yeah. If we don't see 100, because I don't think I've seen them in this space, but
Johnny, this is the only time people are kind of rooting against you. Okay, come on, buddy. We need
throw anything up.
anything. I'll take any emote. I'll do it. Come on, man. Come on. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think he's down, man. Johnny.
Come on, Johnny. Press that button.
All right, Johnny, I'm gonna give you 10 more seconds, and then in the consolation prize, I will give you a Kid Arcade entity on me. But we have to re-roll for the VeVe collectible. You gotta be here, my man. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2. Re-rolling the wheel. Re-rolling. We have removed
By the rugger.
Johnny. Ooh, and it's gonna be Fry Labbits. Oh, yo. Shout out to Fry Labbits who did a reveal, and I was like, yo, you're the homie all along? Dang, that's crazy. You have a wicked setup. Shout out to Fry Labbits who does a wonderful music space where he takes his vinyls and he displays his display, and it's fire. Everything's clean. It looks so clean in there. It smells good in that house. Let's go.
Let's go.
Congrats.
No, it's like, take it off. The mass singer.
Oh,
okay. That's where your brain went. Okay.
I thought you were on some beats type stuff.
That story.
Let's go.
It's fun.
And now we are going to send a request to the man, the myth, the legend, who is our special guest today, guys. I personally am super duper excited to interview this guy. I work with him a lot, but still I want to spread the magic that is Kid Arcade, baby. Let's get you up on the stage, my guy. Just gotta hit that invite to speak. I got you. Bring you up. And here we go. My man wanted an entrance song, so I got him, of course. We're going to make sure the speaker is on. It is now on. Let's go. Here we go, baby. Oh. Hey!
Let's go, Arcade. Where you at?
Where'd he go?
Where you? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Come on.
Yo, chill.
He's making this spicy already. Come on. Where are you?
I thought he was up
Arcade,
here.
get out of the VeVe verse and come up. Yo, come on. Stop playing. Let's go.
Stop
Arcade,
playing.
make me rug and call you. Come on.
We will hunt you
Come
down.
on. You're making us look bad. Let's go.
Let's go. Well, while we get Kid Arcade up here, man, I just want to give a little intro to him. Kid Arcade, I know him from his space where he was doing drop streams. He was doing just VV news, going over the market, just giving his opinion, and that's why we love this dude. I know him to be a breakdancer. I know him to be a street artist. I know him to be an artist. I know him as a tattoo artist. What does he not do? Kid Arcade, welcome to the show. I hope you can hear me. Welcome, brother. How are you?
Wait, can y'all hear me?
You're good now,
You're
man.
good.
Oh shit. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yes, sir.
Yo, David, you just posted a video with Logan Paul, bro. Logan Paul. David, you just posted Logan Paul. It's the bull run. It's here, y'all. It's here. We're to the moon. To the moon.
To the moon.
We're on.
Oh, bro. Yes, man. I love your energy, man. You feeling good today, bro? What's up, dude?
Man, I feel great, man. It's Tuesday. I should be at work, but I'm here with you guys. I'm having fun, man. I've been having so much fun in the VeVeverse. It's been crazy. Like I can't stop. I haven't. You know how you know it's good when you've been playing in the VeVeverse for like 5 days straight and you still haven't put a collectible out. It's just been building time. Like I've just been building. I think I'm an architecture. Not gonna lie, VeVe. You know how iPhone made everybody a photographer? The VeVeverse made me an architect.
Dude, that makes some noise. That sounds fire, my God. I can't wait to see all the things that you do, bro. Like, oh, it's gonna be crazy, man. But let's get this started with going back in a time, my man. I know you as what I like to call a street savant. Like you were in these streets doing any which way to hustle. What was it like growing up and becoming the artist that we know today? What made you you?
What made me me? That's a tough question. You know what makes you you? Being unapologetic and just doing it. You just too many people think of shit. Too many people think of excuses of why not to do anything. So you just gotta not think. You can't get emotional about it. You just gotta, wake up and say, it doesn't matter how I feel today. I'm hungry. I'm tired. Like, nah, you gotta get shit done. You just gotta get up and do it. That's just really it.
So like you also have expressed before that you were like in the street doing street dances for money and like riling crowds and stuff like that. What does it take to have that kind of hustle to try to get the masses to appeal to the things you want?
You know what? I went to high school when I went to school in Los Angeles, and my high school was on Pico Boulevard. It's called Los Angeles High School. And from LA High, it's just one bus to the beach. So instead of going to school, I went to the beach as a kid. I was like 13, 14, 15. My parents didn't know this, but I was running around the beach, Santa Monica Mall. I was just running around with all my friends, a little girlfriend, shit like that. And then I was always a dancer. I was always an artist like that. And I saw a guy dancing in Venice Beach. His name is Mr. Animation. He's one of my mentors. If you guys go on YouTube and type in Mr. Animation Venice Beach, you'll see who I'm talking about. It's this black dude. He wears a Michael Jackson mask and he starts dancing in front of everybody. So he's one of my mentors. And I did my first show with him in 1996. I performed with him, but he didn't pay me because I was just a kid and he just used me. So what I did is I got a bunch of other guys. There was like 6 of us, a bunch of kids, and we just started performing across the street from where he was. And did that from like 96. I was like 14 up until like maybe 2010 in Hollywood and Venice. And I came to Vegas, did a little bit in Vegas. I'm not in the streets anymore like that, but that's just really it, man. It was something that I just fell into. It wasn't even an option. It's like either you gangbang or you do street art. You know, I was doing graffiti, I was breakdancing, I was just doing anything street culture is what I was into. So
Arcade, I've always been really curious, like at what age did you know you had this like artist ability? Like were you in kindergarten drawing skulls on your lunchbox? Like was there a certain age where even your mom was like, wow, you could do this? Like,
well, she definitely wasn't, wow, you can do this. She was like, what the fuck are you doing? You know? I think that like my earliest memories of being interested in art, I think it was when I got a Ninja Turtles coloring book, and I was like a baby. I was a kid, you know. That was like one of the first memories of me looking at a coloring book, and instead of coloring the coloring book, I was drawing it on a separate paper, what I saw in the coloring book. So I was like looking at a Ninja Turtle Michelangelo and trying to draw him out freehand. But what really was a sign of me, you know, because I got a lot of energy, you know. I just got a lot of energy. I'm naturally like this. I don't drink coffee.
I hadn't noticed that at all.
I don't do drugs. I don't do coffee. I smoke a little ganja here and there just because I don't take medication. So I use weed to like calm me down. But I'm naturally like this, bro. Like so I think the first signs was I used to go to Catholic school. Not only on weekends. It wasn't like I was registered in the Catholic school, but you know, in the weekends, you know, my mom tried to take us to Catholic school and shit like that. And I was a bad kid. I was always grabbing Jesus and the Virgin Mary and always drawing black eyes on them and drawing skull faces on them. I think that was like one of the first signs of me dabbling with arts where my mom started paying attention for the wrong reasons. And I had another situation when I was a kid also. I think I was like in the second grade or third. I was a baby. And I got expelled from my elementary because there was this girl that was getting on my nerves. And I ended up drawing a Mickey Mouse and a Ninja Turtle holding a gun and a knife. And then I think I drew her on the floor. And it was like the Ninja Turtle killed her. And I gave it to her. And I got in a lot of trouble for that. I got in a lot of trouble because during this time in LA, there was a lot of gang wars. And you couldn't wear certain colors at school. So they took that shit serious in the 90s. And when I did this, the detectives came to me. I got expelled from school. They called my parents in. So that was like another sign of my artistic ventures.
Do you still have any of those drawings from when you were a kid?
No, I don't. No, that's not something that my mom would just keep. You know, that's not something that I do remember getting in trouble for it and remember doing it a lot. Even
She
now.
burned them. She's like, oh
my God. Yeah. You know, she wasn't about that. She was a traditional classic church going lady. You know, my mom doesn't have tattoos. My mom doesn't curse. She doesn't play that, you know.
Sounds like my mom.
Yeah.
Yep, raised in the Catholic, but
But then I just started doing graffiti. You know, when I was a kid, sorry, I'm just asking my own questions. It went from that to growing up, I was always just amazed by the street lettering and people doing letters on the street. I started noticing people's names and started noticing people's styles. And I think that's what really attracted me to art. It was just like the different lettering, the different colors, shapes, everything about the, you know, just, and then how they got on top of a building to do it on a billboard. Shit like that to me was impressive when I was a kid. So I was always studying art like that.
Yeah, man, to be in the streets and actually get a firsthand glimpse of how everything was going down. I mean, that has to have been, I mean, that's kind of like what made you, right? Like, you know, you mentioned that you were bad in the past, but you know, there's things that you do now that are just really super duper commendable. And you do teachings for young kids doing street dancing and stuff like that. Can you tell us when you first started to do like things for others and you kind of realized like, dang, this is really cool?
Yeah, you know, I fell into the mentor role early in my life. You know, when I was about in my early 20s, I got my first student. His name is Casper, and he was my student. He was a street kid as well. So when I was performing on Venice and Hollywood, because I did Venice and Hollywood on the same day, we would do like 6 hours in Venice and then do Hollywood at night, and then we would just perform for the tourists 7 days a week for 12 hours a day, right? And while you're on the streets, you start meeting people from the streets. And there was this kid that didn't really have a place to live. He was living out here with his mom, and she didn't have a place to live either. And I ended up meeting him, and I took him under my wing. He was, at the time, I think he was like maybe 12 or 13. I think I was like 23. And I took him under my wing. He ended up being my student. He ended up moving in with me, and we lived together for like 15 years. And he was my first, and that was a role that I fell into naturally, just because, you know, I'm really good at grabbing something crazy and just finding a simpler way to explain it. You know, I can grab something complicated and explain it in dumb terms, like, you know, for lack of better words. And so I was always, you know, people always picked up game from me. I was always having that. I attracted people also, and it's just something that I naturally fell into. So he was my first student. I had him for about 15 years, and during that time, I picked up, you know, more students. I started teaching at dance schools in LA. Like even now, we do a summer program here in Las Vegas. It's our 3rd year doing it, and we do. You know, we have a bunch of kids out here, and we teach them dance, graffiti. You know, we've had the same kids for like 5 years, and they come every year. And then year round, we do breaking events with them. We teach them how to DJ. You know, I'm just a part of the community. I'm really a part of the community, and that's just the role that I play, and I just naturally fell into it, man. So I don't really know how to explain on how that happened, but.
No, that's perfect, bro. I always say that, you know, if you've been through struggle and you see other people struggle, you always want to help people out. So I think that's kind of like how it goes. Like, you know, you were in the streets and then you see other people dealing with the same thing and you want to lend a helping hand. It's also translating to your art yourself, because now you're an artist and we look at you as an artist, right? And you putting out all these different drawings and stuff like that. And, you know, a lot of people, I remember in the beginning, like, oh, he's tracing it and stuff like that. And then you had to show them, like, no, this is all freehand. I have a gift. This is different, guys.
I don't have a gift. I don't have a gift.
You have a gift, sir.
I don't have a gift.
It's okay. I'll say it for you. Kid Arcade has a gift. You know what I mean?
No, you know what I got? I got discipline. And anybody can do it. It's all discipline. Like, there's nothing that nobody can do. You know, like, if you want to do it, you're going to do it. And everything is a process. Like, when I do a painting, people see the outcome is like, how'd you get there? But there's a process. You stretch, you got to build the canvas, you stretch the canvas, you primer it, you start getting your sketch going. Like, if you know the process and you follow the rules, you're going to get there as well. So it's not really a gift. I just follow the rules and I go through the process, and it's discipline.
So with all of your art, you know, and you became a tattoo artist now, and you have your own shop. It's really cool. I got to visit you out there in Vegas. Shout out to you. So I also had the pleasure of being over at your house and seeing the things that you collect, and you have some really cool things in your collection. I noticed a lot of vintage comics. Like, when did you start collecting?
You know, I'm not a collector. I'm more of a hoarder. I just hoard things. You know, as far as comics, I've collected comics since I was a kid. You know, I actually made my own comic when I was like 9, 10 years old. It was called Crazy Commandos. And it was about 2 military dudes. One of them was like more of a native Mohawken dude. Like, the other one was like a sergeant. Me and my best friend played the main characters. I did a comic book when I was a kid. I've always been into comics. I've always been into art. So, you know, even with like the Todd McFarlane, the Spider-Man #1, I got that from the store when it came out. You know, and you know, shit. Like, obviously, there was a big stretch where I stopped doing that. You know, I stopped collecting stuff because, you know, I always collect, you know, I'm lying. I did stop collecting comics when I got into my 20s, just because, you know, once you start getting older, you start getting into girls, you start getting into the streets, there's a lot of shit going on that, you know, stuff like that takes the back seat. But I always found myself buying statues, you know, cards. I've always had the X-Men collection cards. Like, it's just something that I held on to my whole life, and I still have, you know. So it has just never left my heart. And that's why I think I love VeVe so much, because it just reignited something that I had a passion for, something that I was just so in love with. And the beautiful part is that I don't have to sit here. Like, I got closets full of comics, boxes and shit. And it's like, I don't really have them out for display, but I'm finding myself playing and looking at this digital stuff way more than my physical stuff, even though the physical stuff is here. And part of it is because you guys can all come into the space and check it out. Sorry, I don't want to get off the topic, but yeah, I've been collecting comics since I was a kid.
No, man, and that's the thing, right? Now you're able to actually display your comics in the way you want them, and you know, you're not ruining them, you're not bending the pages or getting all the ticks or all the different things that, you know, physical comic collectors have to worry about when they're pulling their stuff out, and you get to read them. You know, not too many people have a Marvel #1 that they can read readily available. I don't think it really does exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, when you're collecting your comics and when you were a kid, were you collecting them because of the stories, or were you collecting because of what, like the art, the panels? Like, what was the thing that drew you into collecting certain these comics?
It's just the concept of a superhero. You know, when you're a kid, it's just having heroes, and I'm really big on having heroes. And it sucks because I feel like this generation now, there's a lot of kids nowadays that are growing up with no heroes. And for me, I have heroes, people that I look up to. So, you know, it might have been Batman, Superman, shit like that. And I was always interested in that. And even with the comics, I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't sitting there reading them all. It was just the art. It was just the art. It's just the crazy art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's super valuable. So because of the art, like, do you have a favorite artist, and like what makes you a fan of their art if you have a favorite?
Yo, I'm gonna say Todd McFarlane. Come on. Yeah, Todd McFarlane. Hey, and I actually met Todd McFarlane. I've been to his house and I've been to his studio in Arizona. Make some noise for me. Come on.
That's freaking
Yeah.
awesome, man. That's
Stop playing.
awesome.
So because you like Todd, man, so that means your favorite comic book is it from Todd, or do you have anything that a different comic that really holds value to you that you have physically, or like what's your favorite one that you have if you can pick?
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be easy. I wouldn't say a Todd McFarlane is my favorite cover. I think a Frank Miller will be my favorite cover, like a Wolverine, the Wolverine one. I think that's just very strong. The colors, the yellow, the orange, it's just there. And I think that holds weight to me. Also, Lethal Protector, that Venom, I love that. In the real world, the metallic foil covers, I love that comic. And like ever since I was a kid, I was into that comic. And it's so crazy that people play with that, to put disrespect on Lethal Protector's name, because it's such a dope cover, and there's only 1,000 of them on the app, which is crazy, right? It's gonna start pumping. Here, let me go listen to them real quick.
Pump your bags, man.
Hey, man. Hey,
Yo, go buy it right now. Go buy it.
Don't discount it, dude. The power of the voice used to be real, dude. It used to be real. As soon as somebody said DeLorean, I was in that market. Yeah, I'm gonna help you collectors collect these DeLoreans. Sell.
Sell.
Well,
So, Arcade, how did you end up finding VeVe then? Like, where did
How
that
I
come
end
into
up finding
play?
VeVe? So, yo, Steve, everybody knows Steve. I break stuff. So Steve knows that I'm just a collector of shit, you know, like artwork. We collect art. Me and my girl. I'm very lucky to have a girl. Me and my girl been together 14 years, and I'm very fortunate that she's into collecting more than I am. So if anything that I'm doing, the only thing is that she's not into the digital. She's into the digital because she does have a VeVe account, and yo, you can look at her wallet, DJ Cricket. Her name's Cricket. Yo, she got more collectibles than me and more comics. She goes in crazy. I'm very happy I'm fortunate to have her because it makes it easier for me to be a collector. We collect furniture, we collect anything, we collect clothes, we collect prints, anything that you could think of, we collect. What was the question?
How did you find VeVe? You said Steve kind of led you there?
Yeah, so Steve knows that Steve knows kind of what time it is, and he kept telling me about VeVe, but not really. He would bring it up to me. It's like, yo, I got this Dr. Doom. And I was like, what? He goes, yeah, it just dropped. Look. And I was like, I wasn't really into it. I didn't understand what it was, even though I was making NFTs and I was already into a metaverse type of situation before VeVe, you know, because I was minting on OpenSea before I found about VeVe. And I was building spaces with my OpenSea NFTs on cyber.io before I came onto VeVe. So I was already in the metaverse NFT space before coming into this. And he was bringing it up to me, and it didn't really click until the Steamboat Willie drop. You know, he kept telling me about it, but he would come to the studio and bring it up to me. But when he brought up the animated black and gray Steamboat, I was like, oh shit. Okay, it's animated. Okay, yeah, I'm interested. So I ended up downloading the app that morning of, because during those days you'd be able to download the app and go for the drop within 5 minutes. I think if I had to go through a KYC process now, I probably wouldn't have done it. So VeVe, if you're watching, bro, like make it easier for us to onboard people. Oh, another thing. I know since VeVe's in here real quick. Yo, VeVe, do you love me? All right, one suggestion, bro. Is there any way that we can invite people into our showrooms without having a VeVe account? Just have them as a spectator. Just have them go to Ready Player Me, make an avatar, and allow them to just come and see the showroom. Because if they can just experience that, where they can walk around and look at somebody else's space, might be like, oh shit, I need to create one too. But if they got to go through the whole process, then that might be a little bit of salt in the game. Okay, where were we? So I went for the Steamboat Willie drop. All right, so check this out. This is why I love my girl wife. So I wake up that morning and I download VeVe, and I'm talking to Steve on speakerphone, and my girl's listening to me. My girl's in bed, and all I'm saying is, okay, so it's animated, right? And he goes, yeah, just download the gems right now. Put your credit card in. So as I'm doing this, my girl's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm going for this Disney drop. It's the Mickey Mouse. She goes, Mickey, Disney, I want to do it. Like, she understands what it is. So then she made an account right there and then, like 30 minutes before the drop. We end up going for the drop, and she ended up getting the ultra rare Mickey Mouse. Come on, stop playing. She got the ultra rare Mickey Mouse. Are we still holding it? Yeah. But we were so excited, bro. We saw that shit go to 10K. Say less, fam. We're in the building. We are in the building. So
isn't that always how it happens? Like, she'll get the good drop. Like, my wife has the biggest kill streak in the world. She gets secret rares, and she just unexcited goes, "Oh, I hit your stupid Darth Vader," and I'm like, "Yeah," you know.
I got your stupid secret rare Spider-Man. Go ahead.
Yeah, go on about your day now.
Transfers.
So, like, I just want to just stop and pause just right quick. So there's a collection before the arcade skulls that are out there, like somewhere. You have a first collection of NFTs that we don't know about?
It's in my OpenSea wallet. It's
okay. Okay, tell no one we're talking to DMs. Let's go. So what was your first Comic-Con event, or like different space that you went to, and do you remember your first purchase there? And can you tell us about your experience?
What, like a Comic-Con?
Yeah, any Comic-Con, D-Con, or whatever kind of like convention.
Yeah, bro, stop playing. All right, so I've been going to Comic-Cons forever, bro. Like, yo, I got nerd friends. Like, when I tell you I got nerd friends, I got nerd friends. So, you know, Casper, my first student, the kid that ended up living with me, we lived together 15 years. So he's a big Star Wars nerd. Like, my group of friends are like all right, so I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a fan page or a fan group called the OneRing.net. If anybody in the chats, give me a thumbs up. Has anybody heard of the OneRing.net? Okay, so my best friend runs that fan page, and they actually run the official Lord of the Rings Instagram. They run the Lord of the Rings Facebook. Like, my crew is like official. So like every Comic-Con, we dress up. We dress up to Comic-Con, and we go as characters. We have booths there. They actually still have booths every year at Comic-Con. I haven't been going just because, Comic-Con's like, I actually got banned from Comic-Con in 2010. I think I got like a 2-year ban from them.
What'd you do?
I didn't really do anything. It was just the people that the people, we had a booth. We weren't supposed to sell merch. Walking around the floor selling merch, you guys stay within your space. And we thought we were just able to do whatever we wanted. I was with a celebrity, and he was doing whatever he wanted. So he's the one that ended up getting the ban. And they end up lifting it because obviously he's famous and he's in movies and shit. But they didn't let me back in. But yeah. I love comic. Yo, one year I went dressed as Ninja Turtles, Michelangelo. I posted the picture on my ex one time, and I actually had the actual suit from the Ninja Turtles movie, like the stunt suit, and I had the mechanical mask too. I had 2 different heads for it, and I dressed up as Michelangelo, the official Ninja Turtle from Michelangelo. So I've been going to Comic-Cons for a long time. I love Comic-Cons.
That's fire. I remember I seen that on your post, and I was like, yo, that's my Ninja Turtle. You know what I mean? If I think of Ninja Turtles, I think of those Ninja Turtles. Look, that's mind blowing, man, dude.
Yeah. After that, for like the whole weekend, I kept putting it on. I kept going to like Little Caesars and ordering pizzas and shit and making videos. It was funny.
Hell yeah! Like, why not? I'm going to use the hell out of this suit.
Yo, the suit would take me an hour to get into it though, because it's one piece. So it's not like you put on the legs and then the arms. It's like, no, it's one body suit. Like, you gotta. I had to go into it naked, basically. I had like undies and shit, but like I had to hold myself up and like get into that suit. It took me like 45 minutes to get into it, bro. Like,
and that's crazy because that's like before social media, because you were just doing it on the strength. You just wanted it for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like you were filming it.
We were just nerds, bro. Yo, we used to sleep in front of the Chinese theater for like the Star Wars movies.
Yo,
just because my best friends were doing it, I had to do it too because they were doing it. I used to hate it. and like all these. And I think my Casper, like my best friend, my student, he was like I think like 6th in line, a few times. Like they would sit out there for like 2 months and sleep there and go home, shower. We used to live in Hollywood, so we used to be able to just go home, shower, and come right back and build up some hours because it go by hours. How many hours you put in, you get to be in front of the line. And at the Chinese theater, bro, everybody wants to do it.
Man, yeah, I remember those days, and just camping out in theaters for like your movie to come and everything, and gone is those times. But man, like what a time to live, and just like wanting your movie to get there, like ooh, I'm going to be the first one to see it, and nobody can tell me about it. And now, we just got people just ready to spoil everything.
Yo! I just saw you guys post the Kid Arcade NFT that's dropping on VeVe soon. Bro, I gotta keep number one. How you gonna let the first public mint be number one? Stop! No, we need we need the first public mint is gonna be 41. Stop playing.
He's like, nah, y'all can't have number one.
Yo, all the Kid Arcade holders, like the first 10 wallets, gotta get the first 10 mints. Got to.
Let's go, Raven.
All right. Sorry, guys, I'm getting excited.
No, man, we want to put that into the atmosphere. So hopefully, you know what I mean, somebody will bite the bait and we get a Kid Arcade drop on the app. It's possible, man. That's the thing about this new wave of the community is we're proving everything is possible. There's nothing really off the table except for certain things. But I mean, we can cook. We can start cooking, and with cooking, they now have a comic creator tool that they announced. And you said you had a comic when you were a kid. Could we possibly get another comic coming to us from Kid Arcade?
Some crazy commandos.
I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna get a Kid Arcade comic unless I collaborate with like Dedos or Spend One or like one of these the guys that I just can't do it. I can sit here and build out a storyline and figure out characters, design, shit like that. But to make a comic book, it's a lot of work, man. And I got no time. So, I would have to collaborate with maybe it could be like 6 of us. We can all get together, build out a comic and do it like that. Me, I just got so much shit going on, man. Like, that all this whole Kid Arcade thing, this is like part-time to me. Like the YouTube channel, even the name Kid Arcade is something that I created for the space. So this is part-time. So it's like, for me to commit to a comic book, man, that's a lot of work. I mean, we kind of started doing this in the beginning where I'm like, I'm going to release a comic. I started conceptualizing a character, which is really dope. Shout out to Dedos, actually. You guys saw the character, right? I think I posted on the Discord. Maybe I should post it now, but yeah, it's just a lot of work. Maybe I do have a story of what Kid Arcade goes through, but to put it together, it's a lot.
Maybe it can. Maybe we can get you to just do like comic covers. Like maybe people will just buy the comic covers, come out with like 5 different variants of just whatever comes up in your mind. Or maybe we have one of your light parades as a 1-of-1 drop. You know what I mean? There's things that can happen, man.
Yeah, that'd be fresh.
We would do it.
A collectible be dope. A collectible with like 3 rarities and make each one like 300 editions. All day.
There's another idea, VeVe.
Come on, VeVe, let's drop a collectible all day. People buy it. I think so. They'll probably dump it too, but if anything, I'll just buy them all myself. If you guys disrespect the collectible to 1 gem, I'm buying them all.
I'll buy them first.
I'll be there buying too.
All right, at least 3 of us will be buying them. That's good.
So I know that you've been very excited, and you can tell because you've been going live at random times, building in the VeVeverse. Can you tell us your experience as somebody who maybe not have just like, it's okay, but now you're really getting into it, and like you said, you're not even touching the collectibles. You're just building. Tell us about your experience and just like your new kind of like rejuvenation of the space.
Okay, I'm gonna be super honest. When I got the beta access, I wasn't into it. It was a little bit hard to use. It was I wasn't understanding it. I don't know if something happened between then and now. Obviously, this is the full version. This is a whole lot more fun to use. And I started using Nomad. It's like a 3D sculpting program. So I know how difficult it could be to build out anything in any 3D space. But what I found about this VeVeverse situation is that it's easy. It's easy. Anybody can do it. It might require a little bit of time, but it doesn't take that much time. I mean, you get a lot done in an hour, right? To build that, you can definitely, and they got preset rooms that you can, their homes that you can just click, have them there, and just start placing collectibles. So it's not like you got to be like me. I'm building everything from scratch, right? So I'm building this whole Arcadian space, and it's not difficult. It's easy to use. And you know what? I was having issues with my computer using other things. Like, for example, when I use spatial, or when I start adding too many things onto spatial, I started noticing a lot of glitches and a lot of issues, and I haven't really had any crashes, in the beginning. Obviously, when it's loading up, if you just let it chill for a few minutes, let it load up everything, it's very, it starts running smooth. As of right now, I haven't had any issues. I got four stories full of stuff that I've been building out, and it's running good. So I'm excited. And it's easy to use, and it's fun. So I like the fact that my girl's been on VeVe the same amount of time as me. She has a lot of money invested in VeVe, but she never opens the app. She doesn't care about prices. She doesn't care about what you guys are talking about on X, on YouTube. You think when I'm doing a live stream, my girl's right there with an opinion? No, she don't care like that, bro. Like, she's just a collector, and she just likes to all right, so let me tell you something about my girl. My girl loves to stay home and decorate the house. Bro, like, my girl loves that shit. Like, if she needs me to build something in the house, I'm gonna build it, but she's the one that's gonna make it look pretty. Like, I'm gonna sit here and build out the chairs and the table, and she's gonna figure out what painting to put on where. She loves that. She loves to put plants here. She likes to, this plant should go here. That's what she does. And it's exciting because this gets her excited. Like, this hits a different type of demographic. Like, this is not for us, all you crypto people, and you could do that on Unity. So what? You could do it here too, and you could do it on Legoland, and you could do it there. Like, so what's your point? Like, you could do it anywhere. It's about who makes it more fun, right? And the fact that we can place our collectibles in this digital space, something like that interests my girl. My girl's she actually downloaded it, and she's actually opened it already. Like, she's already interested in building out her space and putting her place together. She's the DJ. She's already trying to figure out how she can DJ in her space, so that way she can hold parties. And this is what she's into, which is crazy, because I didn't think that this was gonna like trigger her in that way. And I didn't think I was gonna get into it in this way either. And I've been telling my girls, like, yo, I'm gonna go build your space out, and you can just sit there and start decorating it the way you want it. So we're gonna be a dynamic duo out here, y'all. We're gonna do an arcade party eventually, like in the next month or two, and it's gonna be fun. So.
And that's kind of what's beautiful about the VeVeverse, is creating kind of like a commerce, right? Where, I see people are offering their services. I saw you today. You're offering your services to help build out people's spaces. There
only for fiat. No, Omi. Sorry, I won't take only fiat.
Only fiat for my guy Arcade, right?
No, Omi. Sorry, VeVe. Sorry.
But that's cool, right? Like, imagine, like, dude, Cricket has a set and it's only 30 people can get in, and she's there, and you decorate your space, or you want to throw a birthday party in the VeVeverse. You can low-key be a party planner now and set it up like, like, I want my collectibles to look like this and this when my people come into the verse and talk and stuff like that. And that's another thing that I don't think that people are really seeing as much of an advantage of, is the social aspect of it. Like, so I sit there and I'll tell you right now, I tell everybody, hey, send me an invite to your space, send me an invite to your space, send me an invite to your space, just because I like watching people build stuff. It's fascinating watching people's mind go to work. Like, I sit there and I just sit there flying in the corner, like, wow, look at that. He's building a hangar. That's wild. Look at that. That's crazy. And like, just watching people's mind at work is an amazing thing. We're gonna have a lot of people that are gonna have a lot of different services and stuff like that, which is exciting.
Yeah.
And like
a lot of freak offs too.
Well, hey, the baby oil has not loaded into the VeVeverse. Let's go. So
I'm really enjoying watching everyone create and posting it on the timeline. Like, Hinano's been also creating the Uncommon Studios and building that out. So for me, as someone who is not as creative, it's really nice to like see what other people are building live, and not really like showing them after the fact that it's done. Like, you show people like what you use to make it, and it's also helping the watcher. And what we've also done too is we've gotten a few people from outside communities that will be hopping on to the VeVeverse from Decentraland, and yeah, just trying it out. So once people see you building, they're gonna want to do it too, because it is fun. It's fun to watch, and it's also fun to create, even if you feel like you don't have a creative bone in your body.
Straight up, because in the Vverse, for me, I didn't think that I would really care, but you start placing one thing and it's like, ooh, but I wonder what it looks like over here, and then ooh, I can change the size of this, and it changes the collectible and how you look at it, just from just the size difference. And then sure enough, you learning how to build like crazy. And like now I'm putting all the comics on the wall, and then like I see somebody else's picture and they're putting the comics inside the window like a stained glass. There's just so many different cool things that people are doing, and then we're all collaborating, all like telling each other how to do it and what to do. It's really an exciting time, and it shows from just how much content is out there right now. You know what I mean? Like everybody is cooking. It's a beautiful time to be in the space.
Yeah, and speaking of content, I gotta give you a big shout out, Arcade, because if it was not for your live streams on Sundays, I would not have started interacting with Raven, because that's how I started noticing her. Was like, oh my gosh, she is like killing it at this trivia stuff, man. And so that's how I got yeah, talking to Raven. So thank you for that.
And Trivia Sundays, they really are the best, not just for like winning stuff, but just the energy you give out. And then I felt like I was taking in and then leading the rest of my day with that energy. Like you can't, it's just, it was such a great experience. And I love when you do those shows and when everybody gets together, it's just, it's all you, Arcade.
Wow. Is Should we cry now?
Sure.
All right, tears.
We can cry together.
Tears. Yo, I really appreciate you guys. It really means a lot. I mean, I'm just excited, and I've been excited over VeVe. And if I wasn't, you guys wouldn't see me. I just do what I want. And if I don't like this shit, I'm just gonna leave, and I'm not gonna hang around and be like, "Whoa, you guys are still here!" Like some other people on here. Like if you're gonna be out, just be out. Like nobody wants to hear your shit. Like if you're gonna just go. Nobody's holding you back. So I wouldn't be here, man. So I thank you guys. And you guys, every time, sometimes when I don't feel like doing it, which by the way, we haven't been doing it like as often as we were the past 2 years. Hopefully we get transferred back, we get bring it back. But I mean, you guys are the ones that kept me going, right? When I wake up, oh, I'm tired. It's like, nah, everybody's waiting for it. We got to go back and run it. We got to run it. And even the night before, like I stopped partying. It's like, yo, I'm not going out tonight. I got VeVe Arcade tomorrow morning. I got to be there. And it's just something that's fun to me, So even the lottery game that we're playing, and that's fun too. So appreciate you guys. Thank you. You guys are the ones that make it happen. So, oh, come on, group hug. Let's all meet
Hug. Let's go. Speaking of just your generosity and everything, I want to shout you out for Decon Vegas, and basically just being a wonderful host for everybody that came into town, and just running a party on your own. You know what I mean? You had some support from the people, but you put a lot of effort into it. You created a game, you created a fun experience for everybody that attend. And I just really would like to invite anybody that is out there and listening and wants to connect with people that will just it's a vibe. I really want you to come out to some of these live events, New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, in the one that I'm definitely going to be, like London also, they got an event out there, but the one I'm going to be at is Vegas, Decon, and I just can't recommend the vibes more than ever. You really feel connected to the people that are in this little niche little community, and in discovering. And it was cool because even in that there was just like different factions of the VeVe people. You know what I mean? There was the Magic Mansion people, there was the Fremont Street people, there's the strip people, but then, you know, we all came together under Kid Arcade and just had a blast of a time just being together and feeling that vibe. So I definitely want to thank you for providing that space, and I want to encourage anybody else to come out and, you know, take a chance. We had a couple of people like Collector's Gone Digital Josh that, you know, he left from Niagara Falls, dude, and he came out and he opened up and we really connected, and like that's just kind of things that this community does bring. You know, a lot of people like to spotlight the fudders and the doubters and all that stuff, but when I see this community and the love that we have for each other and the willingness to do for each other and have each other's backs through it all, you know, it really, really it just makes me feel good and makes me feel proud to be a part of this community. So again, like Arcade, I really appreciate everything that you do for this community. You do it thankfully. You give out so many prizes that we're able to give out prizes ourselves with your art. You know, and it really does make people's day. Some of these pieces, people may think that they're valueless because they don't have a market price, but there's some of these pieces you're never going to get.
Wait. They don't got a market price. What the fuck?
I mean, some do something. I don't want to put you down.
I'm not selling mine. That's for sure.
They're priceless.
Yeah, all I'm saying is like it's never coming out of my hands. You know what I mean? We pump it to the moon, baby.
Yeah, but it's like it's rare. It's becoming more scarce because there's some pieces that you from your collection of light parades that you don't do anymore. And so when we give those giveaways on our live streams, it's like, you know, we're giving a piece of you to them that, you know, not a lot of people can say that they have.
Yeah. All this. I really appreciate the flowers. You really don't have to, like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm in debt, and you know, I'm just in debt to the people, and I wake up and I try to create utility. You know, it's like it's just what we all should be doing, right? We all should be doing, and how do we add? How do we add? You know, you can't just wake up and take away. You know, so I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I appreciate y'all.
Brother, it's been a pleasure and always a wonderful experience to talk to you, to get to know you a little bit better. I hope people can just look into your story and just feel the positive vibes and where they come from now, and they understand you a little bit more, man.
Yeah. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you.
All right, before we let you go, though, since you are one of our comic gurus and on the council, we need a little homework from you, my man. What comic should we be reading? And what is it, because of the story? Is it because of the art? What comic on the app do you think that we should dive into, and what me, Dee, and Raven can learn from?
Okay, so I just listed the Lethal Protector. I just listed 2 comics. So go read that one. And if you don't have it, you should go buy it right now, because I'm trying to buy some shit for the Beavers. I'm trying to buy some stuff. So I need the gems. So go get Lethal Protector, man.
Let's go, pumping the bags.
I don't care, bro. Shameless pump. Oh, one just sold. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I didn't list any of them. Do I got one listed? I might have one listed. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I might have one listed right now. Yo, it's floor. Go get a Lethal Protector, y'all. I need to go get some for the VeVeverse. And now I realize that I have a bunch of collectibles that I'm not even gonna show off, that I have them just because the community made me feel like I need to have them, and I really don't want them. I'm like, why do I have this collectible? I'm not putting this shit in my VeVeverse. I need to sell this right now, bro. Like, I need to get more cool shit. Like I like artwork. I'm here for the artwork. Yeah. You guys can keep Mickey Mouse. You guys can keep Big Bird's cool. You guys can keep Elsa. You guys can keep all that Disney shit. I'm here for the artwork. VeVe, we need Keith Haring. Allow me to bring in Elmon X. We need Salvador Dali. We need some artwork in here. Please give us some artwork. I know you guys quit with the music. I get it. We're on English. You got your jukebox. Congrats. No more music's coming, y'all. Confirmation. We got confirmed. We got Ben Rose. He said that 2 weeks ago. We're not focusing on the music. No more music.
Micah, we don't know that. Who knows the possibilities, bro? Anything can happen.
Can we get a Keith Haring? Please, can we get some Keith Haring? Please give me a Keith Haring. I'm on.
Put it in feedback.
Let's go. Yes, that's the perfect time to use that feedback button on the VeVe app right in the bottom
Oh,
right hand
they blocked
corner.
me. They blocked me. They blocked me.
Like spamming them
I tried
too.
to do a feedback, and I started balancing out all my complaints with compliments. And I was like, the market is crashing on me. By the way, I love the blue. By the way, I love the red. All the other color logos, you guys can keep those. Like, we didn't need those. Too many. But the red and blue, keep those.
And
By
bro,
the way,
this is why I
They were
love you, dog. This
they
is
were
why I
not
love
having it. I was like, yo, please. No, but I love you, man. I love you.
Oh man, hey bro, this is why you must be protected, man. You must be protected. That is our guy, Kid Arcade. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Wow, guys, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling better than I was an hour and a half ago. So thank you, Arcade, for being here.
Yeah, thank you, Arcade. Love the energy. So thank you for spreading that everywhere. Keep on doing it.
Man, every time you feel it, and it's authentic. You can't fake that, dude. You can't fake it, and that's why it'll never be duplicated. You can try, but you'll never get the sauce. There's the secret sauce, guys. Speaking of the sauce, like I said before, are we dead? Do you feel dead? I don't feel dead. I don't feel dead because there's so much content out here in these streets. They got us messed up. They got us messed up. Guess what? In 30 minutes time, we got Mains coming to the stage with Builders Assemble. Make sure you check that out. He has Tasha, he got OBL. They're going to talk about the VeVe-verse and all the stuff that comes with it. And then later on tonight, we got Camping Out for the Comics with Mahalo, Joe, and Mass at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, talking about all the different comics that are going to be dropping at midnight and the day after. We also have the Real Uncommon podcast, the Conglomerate, coming out with comics and collectibles live stream today at 8:45 Pacific Standard Time. And then tomorrow, bright and early, we got VeVe-verse live with Informant coming in at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. Then we have the Real Uncommon podcast once again. When do they stop? Never. That is the answer. Never. Enter the verse at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. They have VeVe thing. I mean, they have vegan things. They have VeVe Jesus. It's gonna be a vibe. I can't wait to see what they build and what would the kid build next. We also have WebV Wednesday with my man Dr. Strange and Big Osmond Collects tomorrow at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go catch that. And always, O'Malley is in the space. I believe it's going to be State of the Union tomorrow. We got so many other places. Discourse even popping too. Guys, we have places to be. You have so much to do. I had to sneak off on my work time. You know what I mean? I got to catch this. Like last night, I was in the Oasis, but I was at work. You know what I mean? At the same time, it was crazy. It's a beautiful time, guys. Any shows you guys are looking forward to?
Anything by the Real Uncommon podcast. Anytime, all day, all night, I'll take it.
Hey, where'd he go? Oh, he left. Sorry. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well, and just to see people creating. Just support everybody. If we support one another, we'll all get ahead.
That's right, baby. One team, one dream, like my man's main said, man. Like I love that. I love that we can all get together and just build off of each other. They inspire me. People that are building, they inspire the other builders, and now we're all cooking together. Remember, there was only two things you had to watch like during the week. Randy was just by himself. O'Malley was just by himself, just struggling along, holding the whole community on their backs, and now they have support. Let's go. So many content creators out there. It's really fun. We have some really cool future plans for the show. More artists, more interviews. We're kind of booked and busy over here. You know what I mean? So you never know who might be popping by. We also would like to have any kind of feedback or critique is welcomed. Let us know what you would like us to cover. Definitely put that in a comment box down below. And please, guys, make sure you guys follow Enter the Verse. Their speaker up here. That Elon is trying to mess with us, man. They're trying to mess with my girl D. They already messing with my boy Hanano. So please make sure you follow Into the Verse right now. And that's also the title of their new show, Entering the Verse, that's coming out tomorrow. That's going to be episode 4 already. Already episode 4. They are cooking over there at The Real Uncommon Industries. Let's go. They do not like that name. They do not like that we call them that, but we're going to keep doing it because it feels good, right, guys?
Yeah, we're just normal people, guys. But I appreciate all the support.
Well, that was another great episode, guys, and you've been listening to VeVe Radio.
Where you collect big.
Dream bigger.
See you
See
next
you
time.
next time. Let's go.
Welcome